So hello everybody and welcome to another episode of RedReadyman. In this episode we're going to be having some fun. But before we get into that, please, if you're not already, can you take a moment to subscribe? Subscriptions really matter in YouTube and how many people follow you and things like that, and it would be much appreciated if you're not. If you already are, thank you for being part of the fam. So we're going to have some fun. And I decided to invent my own cup, the pink shiny Pokemon cup. Now, I've edited these. This is not one full set. This is taken from about 2.5 sets that I did with this team. It is ultra unreliable. It is ultra silly, but we did it for the purposes of science and entertainment. So let's get into the battles. So here we are leading with Crobat, and it's a great PvP ranked one. It's around about rank 80, something like that, but it is not great. So something's really slow getting into the battles. So somebody has joined me in the pink shiny cup, which is fantastic. So we both dive out at the same time. I dive into my Magmortar. Which is pretty good. I am going to shield up the Ice Punch just in case there was something else there, but we managed to flame it down, and in comes Whiscash. Whiscash has been causing me a lot of problems in this catch cup. I've really not got a great way of dealing with it, and this one is just pummeling us. This was the first battle I did with this team. After that, I did put a second move on it, which made it a little bit more playable. So what am I going to do? I'm going to come in with the Crobat and hope that I don't get another blizzard. I definitely don't want to be hit by a blizzard because it will fall over. This is not a beautiful shiny. Oh, and they swapped into their Magmortar. So I'm going to go into my Slowking, which is chunking away very nicely. I am going to shield up the charge move, as the Thunderbolt will do a lot of damage to me. But I think I can farm down here and come out with a move ready for what was it they had in the battle of the Whiscash. Really, I'm baiting here just because I really should throw the blizzard, but I'm hoping to get their shield as we do there. It doesn't really matter because I don't think I'm going to get... Oh, the blizzard doesn't do as much damage to me as I was expecting, so if I can get to this Psychic, which I can, this should take... Have I taken both their shields here? Yeah, that takes them out, and that's GG's. Surviving with 2 Pokemon. Now, that was my first battle, and I'm like, wow, okay. But then I went and lost 4 on the trot. So this is from the second set. And there is a loss in here, by the way. It isn't just me flexing some shinies and some wins. There is a loss in there. So not a bad lead for us. They back out into Ponyta. I'm trying to swap there. You can see me frantically pushing because the flame charges are going to do a lot of damage to me. It's a drill run, which does even more damage to me, which is awful. But coming with the Slowbro and the Slowking, and the Slowking does chunk away some damage here. So I'm just going to farm down after this point. They do throw the flame charge this time, which wouldn't have done so much damage to me. And unfortunately, they get to another move. They do a double shield here. I do double shield because it is the drill run. That's a good shield. I feel really bad when you get baited for something that is just terrible. But going to go for the Psychic just to try and bait again. Gets the shield, which is fantastic. Swap into the Crobat and throw the Shadow Ball, which is... Like, luckily they'd swapped. If I'd thrown that into the Wigglytuff, that I would have lost this game for sure. But out comes... What is this that's come out here? The Wigglytuff managed to take it out, and that's GG's. So, the pink shiny cup is a real thing and it is working. It is not working. I do not recommend it to any of you. It was painful to get these battles together to give you enough to be entertained. So off we're going again with the Crobat, and we're met with an Obstagoon. This is not bad. This is pretty good for us. So they swap out, and they've swapped into the... Is it the Mess Spirit? I'm going to stay in while I'm thinking about what to do here. Managed to get a shield from them, and I go into the Slowking, Just to match psychic with psychic. It's probably going to be single moved because somebody's just got it, and that was a waste of a shield. But I do know next time that their shield, I can let it go. I'm gonna just keep charging down and throw the blizzard, and this goes through and takes them out, which is fantastic. So Slow King is actually not too bad. Like, it's not terrible. I am going to let this come through. Night Slasher does a lot of damage, but if I can get to the psychic, maybe get their final shield, this would be really good. And I do get their final shield. Come back in with the Crobat. Oh no, come in with Magmortar, sorry. I'm going to shield this up. Night Slash is going to do neutral damage, and they get the buff, which is awful. But the second move I put on was Brick Break. Now, Brick Break is generally an awful move, but I thought, if I put Brick Break on, if I come against things like Dark, or I come against things like Ground, then it could be useful. And as it's proving, it's spammy, because their Magmortar can't get to a move before we can get to another Brick Break. So we're managing to outpace the same Pokemon and take them out there, and that's GG's. So from what was a bad, dodgy start, that was pretty good, I thought. I was fairly happy with how that one went. And the Brick Break definitely did make Magmortar a little more playable, but it is probably the weakest Pokemon on the roster. Queue times are getting longer. People are definitely playing this Catch Cup a lot less than they were. So we met with an Altaria. This isn't great for us, but it isn't bad. The Dragon Breaths will mount up, but the Poison Fangs are doing some damage as well. Managed to beat them to a move. So I'm throwing the Sludge Bomb, which does a bit of damage. Now I'm going to shield here because Sky Attack will do quite a bit of neutral damage to me, and Crobat is not the strongest Pokemon in the world. I was trying to farm down there, so I'm going to end up having to double shield and then definitely commit to the farm down at this point, and hopefully come out of this with something where I can at least threaten some shields as they come in. So Sludge Bomb on the Whiscash coming through. If this lands, it would do uber damage. It doesn't do as much as I thought it would. I was hoping it would do more damage, but I'm going to throw the Shadow Ball just in case they think I'm single moved. Thought this could be a good chance to try and trick them, and they shield, which is fantastic. So I've double shield for nothing, but they can't farm me down here, and the Poison Fangs are mounting up. Sorry, the Air Slashes are mounting up. So I'm going to come in here with Slow King. Nice bit of chunk there, and in comes the Sunny Cherrim, is it? I'm going to throw the Psychic. Gets their final shield, which is great. In comes Magmortar. They're throwing a move at me. I'm guessing it's going to be some kind of gritty grass move, so the Dazzling Gleam. But you see that the Fire Spins are just mounting up there. Managed to get off the Brick Break to take it out. In comes the Whiscash again. Unfortunately, they get a move off. Is this going to take me out? Yeah, it does. Of course it does. It tastes super effective. But in comes Slow King. Now, I don't think a Mud Bomb will take me out, but a Blizzard will take me very low. And it is the Blizzard, so it takes me very low, but I've just got to chip down a little bit more with the Confusions, and that's GG's to my opponent. So, yeah, you know, it's not a great team. This is a back-to-back, so I wonder whether this is the loss. It was a tough ask to get some wins with this team, but I enjoyed it and it was fun, and that's what Catch Cup allows you to do, and that's when, you know, ELOs aren't in play, you really can have some fun. So I'm thinking here, I remember this game clearly, I'm thinking this is going to be a Bubble Beam, so I'm going to let the Bubble Beam come through because it's not going to do very much damage. Ice Beam. I'm like, oh! So I throw the Shadow, I throw the Sludge Bomb and manage to get that through, so get them low, but that's not a good start for me. So in comes Slow King to Confusion down, and unfortunately I don't get there. I am going to shield this because I'm thinking it's going to be another Ice Beam. It's an earlier attack, so that's not a bad shield. So I'm a shield down and lost switch. In comes Victory Bell, which chews away at me. I'm trying to get to the Blizzard and didn't manage, But in comes Magmortar and farms down, gets some energy. Now this is pretty good, but they have 2 shields, so I'm going to first of all bait to get the shield. Then I'm going to throw a second one to bait to get the shield. And my screen's gone off. There we go. And I'm shielding this one. The sky attack. Now I'm just on a race to get there now. If I can get to that brick break, I fire it off. Is this enough to take out this Skarmory? Not quite. Like, how close was that one? So GG's to my opponent there. This team was a lot of fun. I definitely enjoyed playing it. It was yeah, it was a bit of fun, and I hope you've enjoyed that bit of fun for 10-11 minutes of your time. Listen, thank you very much for joining me as always, but what are you still doing here? Let's go poker.